So Simon, you are now novice in the USA, right? Novice from
Yes,
the
Father.
Carmel in the USA, novice from the province, Flanders province in the USA. So can you present yourself a little bit, because the people will know who you are and where you are coming from, and we will go on with other questions afterwards, okay?
Okay, Father. Thank you so much. Yeah, my name is Simon Udono. I am from Imo State of Nigeria. I was born into the Catholic family of Mr. and Mrs. Joseph Udono. I am the first son among the 7 children of my parents.
So you are from Nigeria. How did you get in contact, and what was your way, your vocational way to the Carmel? How did you come to the Carmel?
I came to know the Carmel as far back as in 2000 and 2002. Yeah. Yeah, when I was living in a parish in my home diocese. So I met the Carmelites, but they are nuns. And when I also met the nuns, my interest grew more and more. So, but that time I couldn't find the Carmelites friars in Nigeria. So until I came to Belgium, I applied for a program in Belgium, in Bruges, in 2020, in the year 2020. So when I was doing the program is known as discipleship training school. So when I was doing it, I was searching for the Carmelites. So luckily for me, I was able to get the email address of Father Martin, and I sent an email to Father Martin to express my interest was becoming a Carmelite.
Can you tell, Simon, how old are you now?
Okay, I am 43 years old.
You took contact with me. I mean, at that time, what was your impression?
Yeah, my impression was it was a good impression. Yeah, when I received your email, I I had the zeal to come to meet you, but it wasn't possible that time because it was during the time of COVID. Yeah, so which you told me to be patient until the COVID is over. So, yeah. So it was a good impression to me.
What do you find so special about the Carmel community when you compare it to other monastic orders? What was the decisive factor to you to decide for entering to the Carmel?
Yeah, what I found so special about the Carmelite community is the fraternal affection among the friars, that love among them. Their prayer life encourages me, and they are very hospitable and welcoming. Their oneness, that is the unity that exists among them, for me is a typical example of the words of the psalmist in Psalm 133, where it says, how good, how delightful it is for all to live together like brothers.
Was the Come and See program going into your expectations?
Yeah, the Come and See was as I expected, because the Come and See program was well organized in such a way that it ushered me into full knowledge of the Carmelite spirituality. which is rooted in developing union with God through prayer.
As I understood, you felt well when you came in Bruges, is it correct?
Yeah, I really felt very well.
And can you explain why?
Honestly, I really felt well. I felt at home in Bruges community, Carmelite community.
Mhm.
Yeah, because it is a home of hospitality, and it was a warm home for me. Yeah, in view of that, Bruges community has become my alma mater. That is my fostering mother house, where I am nurtured. Yeah, where I'm nurtured, my prayer life is nurtured.
Would you recommend this Come and See program to young people who are uh, who feel called to the Carmel?
Yes, I will recommend people, young people who are interested to join the Carmelite to follow the Come and See program. Yeah, because Come and See program will give them the insight of what being in deep union with God is all about.
Did the Carmel community, the life in the Carmel community in Bruges and where you are now in the USA in Mount Angels, made it your life richer and or worthier? And if so, can you explain why?
Living within the Carmel community, mostly in Bruges, has really made me grow in prayer life. Yeah, I always feel revived and inspired when in the community.
How important is it for you as a person to be able to come to peace each time, for example, in the prayer, in the silence prayer, the 2 hour silence prayer in a day? How important is that for you, the prayer life?
Yeah, that is very important for me because I have come to discover that I am a man of silence. Yeah, because I see silence prayer as a meeting point between me and God. Therefore, when I begin to enjoy this company with God during silent prayer, it seems to me that these 2 hours of silent prayer is not even enough. So I feel comfortable in silent prayer.
Can you give us some to the people who are listening? Can you give them some highlights of the Come and See program, the positive things, but also maybe the I would say the more difficult things, or the more. Can you explain a little bit about that?
I think the Common Seed program um, for me is positive because it's something that the program encourages us to it brings us closer to what Carmelite spirituality is all about. And it teaches us in the program, we had a lot of teachings which is centered on the Carmelite spirituality, the way one ought to live as a Carmelite. So I think is there. I didn't see anything negative in that.
Yeah, but did you experience some more difficult things into the Come and See program, or was it all going smoothly?
Yeah, the community program was going smoothly. I did not experience any difficulty.
Not even with participants or with your participants, I mean with the brothers or the candidates who are there?
No, no, I didn't
Okay.
have any problem there.
What were the main points which you interested the most in during the conferences, and was it, or during your stay, was it eating together with the friars or with the community or with the candidates? Was it the conferences, and if conferences, what type of conferences were interested for you? Was it the recreations, going to visit the sisters, for example? What was for you the most important thing?
There are a lot, but I will just give you a few. Few of them. Yeah. Yeah, mostly it was the conferences, the teachings we had on the interior castle of St. Teresa of Avila. That of Father Martin, your own conference was also good because you are also teaching us on the charismatic declaration.
Yes.
Yes, that is also good. 9 points.
Okay.
Yeah. Another thing that also um, encourages me or motivates me is also our daily divine office prayer we normally had in the community, as well as the Eucharistic celebration.
And now an important question. You are English spoken, right?
Yes, Father.
Did you have any difficulties in experiencing in your formation as a candidate and then afterwards as a postulant for learning the Dutch language?
No, I didn't have difficulties in learning the language, um, because even the come and see program was in English, but in the community, when I'm with the friars in the community, I was not even finding it difficult because I was able to pick up what everybody was saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and all of you were carrying me along by teaching me. Even when I make mistakes, you correct me. Yeah.
Another question that I would like to ask you, when you came from Nigeria to Belgium, were there any difficulties you met in getting your papers or getting help from the community?
No, I didn't have any difficulties in getting my papers. Once after series of interview with you, with Father Martin and Father Paul, yeah, I was given a letter, proper documents to apply for the visa to come to Belgium. That didn't, it wasn't difficult.
If you would tell someone something about the Carmel, something about the Come and See program, what would you tell them?
I would like to encourage young people who are interested to join this life, the Carmelite way of life, to to be steadfast, to be encouraged to join, because this life, from my experience, is very good for everyone to be in intimacy with God. It will, yeah, it will help them to realize that God is within, or lives in them. It is in the Carmelites that you will come to realize whom you are, and realize that you can have a proper communication with God through silent prayer.
You are now in the United States, right?
Yes.
How do you feel there as a novice?
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy, but at least, like I will always say, no place like home. The home I referring to is Bruges.
How is your relation with your novice master?
My relationship with our novice master is very good. He has been friendly to us all. Yeah, we do have direct contact with him. We relate, we discuss. Yeah, even every week we have discussion one by one with him. So he has been good to me.
And you feel that you are growing spiritually
Yeah, yeah.
and humanly?
Humanly,
Humanly, yes, as a human.
yeah, humanly, like you said. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, Simon, thank you for having this interview together.